Good morning. It is 6:13. Welcome back to Local 3 News on this Saturday. And like you just heard, Riley mentioned the drought. It continues to expand and worsen. Chattanooga, Cleveland, Dayton, down into portions of northern Georgia and northeast Alabama, now in an extreme drought. That's because of the lack of rain. It has been an incredibly dry September and October, and unfortunately, we really don't have much rain in our 7-day forecast. Temperatures right now are in the 50s. It's actually pretty mild. We should be in the 40s in the mornings this time of year, but instead we're close to 60. It's 55 in Cleveland, 57 in Chattanooga, 64 in Altamont, 57 in Dalton, and 55 degrees in Blue Ridge. So the sun won't rise until close to 8 o'clock. If you want to get a jump start on your workout, it'll be a nice day. A nice morning, I should say, to do it outdoors. Not much fog out there. We do have a little bit of fog, reducing visibility east of Murphy down to about 1 mile, but that's a typical spot where we do see the fog closer to those valleys. Here are the temperatures across the nation. I'm showing you a big map because we have some big changes on the way. Arctic air starting to invade the northern plains. Look at those numbers. We're talking about temperatures right now in the single digits and teens up in Bismarck and Billings. It's 44 in St. Louis. On the other side of the front, though, you can see Little Rock at 72. We're in the 50s and there's 60s down to our south. So that Arctic air, it will be here, but we're going to have to wait a few more days. So here's what we're tracking. Our Futurecast temperature computer model showing when the front is going to move through. So that front is going to stall out to our north and west today and tomorrow. So that means that we're going to stay in the warm sector. We're going to be very warm, a good 15 degrees above average for this time of year today and tomorrow. The day of change will be on Monday. That's when that front will be moving through, and behind it, some very cold air will surge into the region. So it is looking much colder as we take you into Halloween, and we could experience our first frost and freeze of the season as we head into your Wednesday and Thursday mornings. So before we get to that colder air, let's talk about today because record warmth will be possible with 84 in Chattanooga. That's actually the record to beat. So if we get to 84, we will tie that record set back in 2016. 83 for your high temperature in Cleveland, 80 in Blue Ridge, 78 in Altamont, 83 in Athens. If you didn't get your pumpkins yet, this weekend is going to be a pretty nice weekend to do so. Tonight, temperatures only drop back down into the 50s and 60s once again, and tomorrow we'll do it all over again. Partly cloudy, 83 degrees with a light breeze out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. I told you I would give you that trick-or-treat forecast. Here it is. If you're going to be going out with the kiddos early on, if you're going to take the little ones out before sunset, temperatures will likely be in the 50s, but that's going to be a shock to the system after seeing temperatures in the 60s or 80s all weekend, I should say, excuse me. And then those temperatures after sunset will be falling into the 40s. So the kids will probably need the layers underneath the costumes this year. Your 7-day forecast showing that the temperatures are going to crash as we head into next week. We go from summer-like warmth today and tomorrow to feeling more like winter in just a matter of days. Look at Tuesday, 57 degrees. I talked about that brief chance for rain. That'll be on Monday with the passage of that cold front, but even then, chances are quite low. Look at Wednesday and Thursday mornings. Temperatures around 32 degrees. Find that winter coat, Xavier. You're going to need it next week.